An extension of the halachot that we have learned is preparing for next Shabbat. If I prepare on this Shabbat for next Shabbat. So the halacha is clear that you cannot prepare on this Shabbat for next Shabbat. And therefore you can't wash the dishes that you use for Shabbat, special dishes, on Shabbat, this Shabbat, preparing them for next Shabbat. Of course, unless you intend to eat them from them and use them this Shabbat, then of course that is fine. But if you're only going to use these kelim in another week, you can't wash them on Shabbat. The reason for this prohibition is that you're creating work for yourself on this Shabbat unnecessarily. I mean, you don't have to do it. You could do it after Shabbat at another time. There are also dissenting opinions. And we know that there's a famous Rabbeinu Hananel that said, it's in Shabbos Daf Kuf Yud Gimel, 113b. He said, he says that it's permitted to prepare for next Shabbat on this Shabbat. And for example, this question comes up when you want to fold your talis. Let's say you have a talis that you use only on Shabbat. You have a Shabbat talis, and you want to fold it on Shabbat. So the answer to whether you can do this or not is that the Rabbeinu Hananel probably says you may, because he allows preparation of this Shabbat for next Shabbat when it comes to clothing and the like, whereas many other Rishonim, based on the Gemara that we quoted above, say that one should not fold his talis, even if it's a talis that he uses only on Shabbat itself. And I think you see today in the shuls, many people do not refold their talis and put it into their talis bags until Motzei Shabbat. When they come to daven Mariv, when they finish davening Mariv, they refold the talis against the Rabbeinu Hananel, but in favor of the Gemara and other Rishonim.